Online marketing and offline marketing, which is better? All right, so recently I had a debate with a friend who sells insurance, and we had a difference of opinion on what the best method of selling was. I said online, he said offline, face to face, and then I emphasized time leverage. He emphasized that it doesn't work that way. In short, we agreed to disagree. But with the Web 2.0 world that we're currently in, I firmly believe that this is the direction that the world is moving towards. So, before we'd see movie trailers on TV, and now we see most of them in the form of a 30 to 60 cent clip on YouTube, right? And so, sure, maybe more Americans aren't watching as much TV as they used to, but that's only because we swapped TV for our phones and our tablets and our computers, right? I mean, it's like business goes where the eyes go, and where the eyes go, money follows. So here's a list of reasons why I believe that online marketing is the wave of the future, and it's just downright better for sharing and selling your products or services. Okay, so the first reason is specific advertising metrics, right? You can literally track who's looking at one of your advertisements, from their gender to their age to their ethnicity to their location, their likes, their interests. You can even come down to what products they've already purchased before, right? So you can get a better understanding of who your customer is. You can even track clicks and conversions, and that's something you can't do with radio advertisements. You can't track how many people specifically listen to that advertisement, or you can't track how many people looked at your Sunday news ad spread. You can't do that. You can't even track how many people saw your billboard on the side of the road, right? I hate to break it to you, but the dinosaur marketing days are over. Okay, second reason is cost efficiency, right? Would you rather spend $1,000 on the side of the road for a billboard, remember, whose metrics you can't even accurately track, or would you rather spend $1,000 and get 3,000 qualified people or clicks to your website who are actually interested in what you're sharing or selling? I think I'll go with the clicks. Okay, so the third one is autopilot data collection, right? So with online marketing, you can actually capture someone's information, in the form of a phone number, an email address, a name, any other additional information you request without even having to be there, right? Which brings me to my very next point, automation. Any successful business owner or entrepreneur, even like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or Richard Branson, even Mark Cuban, right? These guys had their efforts duplicated, right? So whether that was by having a huge organization of a ton of people working for them, and anytime people made sales, they made commissions off of, or whether it's through, an online system that, pumps leads into one end and then pumps sales out the other, successful entrepreneurs have learned to leverage their time, and they do this by automation and by leveraging their time and their efforts through the efforts of others. They duplicate their efforts. Now, the fifth reason is a 24/7, 365-day-a-year storefront. Whether you're sleeping or not, you're always open for business. Whether you're in California or in freaking Japan, you are always open for business, right? You don't have to keep showing the plan, for the products and services that you have to offer over and over again. It also gives you remote freedom. You can just live wherever you want. You don't have to be tied to a certain area. Which brings me to my sixth and final benefit of online over offline. It's leverage time. Look, when you have an online system in place that you can actually enjoy the money that you're making rather than constantly working to keep it, you can literally put work in one time by creating a system online and then just sit back and check stats. You can sit back and just reap the benefits. So in conclusion, I personally love online over offline because, look, I want to help as many people as possible with the products and services that I provide. So, there are only 24 hours in a day, and I always say that men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. There are 24 hours in a day, and even if I worked 24 hours straight, I'm still limited on the amount of people I can reach with my products and services that are a solution to help these people solve their problems, right? So, it's like, if anything, you're doing people a disservice by not giving them your sales presentation or your products or your services or your spiel, all because you want to keep things offline and more traditional, right? Do I think that offline is ever going to disappear in the face-to-face and the belly-to-belly type of sales? Absolutely not. It's always going to be there, but people still want to meet face-to-face, because they feel like it. It makes them feel good. Look, I understand the value of my time, and I'm not going to meet with somebody face-to-face because it makes them feel good. Like, we're either going to do business and a transaction is going to take place, or we're not. Once you understand the value of your time over money, you're going to be much wiser with who you give it to. And so, that's my 2 cents. I'm sticking to it. What do you think?